Begin by safely raising and supporting the vehicle and removing the wheels. Please follow the link provided at the end of this video for additional assistance with those tasks if needed. You will need to disconnect the wear sensor from the electrical line. Release the electrical connector by using a flathead screwdriver and rotating to release the clip indicated by the red arrow. With the wear sensor disconnected, remove the two M14 torque caliper mounting bolts. You will need to replace these bolts with new ones for the installation. Once the caliper can be removed from the rotor, you will need to handle it carefully so as to not stress or damage the brake line. Never let the caliper hang by the brake line. If the brake line snaps or starts to bleed, you will need to replace the line and bleed the system. If you are leaving it connected to the line and not immediately working on the replacement, you must support the weight of the caliper with a rope or hanger. If you're going to work on it right away, have a sturdy surface that you can work on at the same height of the rotor. If you are reusing your pads and sensors, remove the pads from the old caliper and use a flathead screwdriver or a set of pliers to remove the old wear sensors. If your wear sensors have activated, you cannot reuse them. To separate the brake line, the factory line sits in two grooves in a mount that corresponds with two notches in the line. This keeps the line from turning while you unscrew the nut on the hard line. You want to use the right tool for the job. That tool is an 11mm flared nut wrench that is designed to grasp the nut on 5 sides. The nuts on the hard line are easy to strip. Do yourself a favor and use the right tool. Once you break this connection open, brake fluid will escape. It is slippery but most important, deadly to your paint. Do not get any on your paint job. Have a rag ready to catch any brake fluid. It's a really good idea to cap the hard line while the flex line is off. This will help protect the line, stop debris from getting in, and keep fluid from getting out. You can now move the caliper to a flat work surface. If you need to reuse the hard brake line that runs to the flex line, red arrow, use an 11mm flared nut wrench to remove the nut. You will also need a 5mm hex wrench to remove the bolt, blue arrow, also holding the hard line. The nuts on the hard line are easy to strip and again require a flared nut wrench to remove without stripping. Installation is the reverse of removal. Torque the caliper bolts, the new caliper bolts, to 85 Newton meters or 63 foot-pounds. When reinstalling, you must bleed your brake system. Do not attempt to drive the vehicle until you have completely bled the brakes. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.